What is up, guys? If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been getting into FPV drones. Now, these are not the first two FPV drones that I've purchased, but they might be the last two. Well, until the next three come in. So I am super excited to be one of the first people on YouTube to review these drones. I got them from Makerfire, and yes, I did purchase them, and I have a couple more coming, but they were able to send me two of these as part of the first batch that they received. So I'm just passing along some of the information that I've gathered with them to you guys. So this one is the Happymodel Moblite6, and this one is the Happymodel Moblite7. So although these drones look a little bit different, they do share a lot in common. Bear with me as I read over some of the specs here. Both of them have the 5-in-1 F4 flight controller in there, the EX0802 brushless motors. They are 19,000 kV motors in there, in a little VTX that's switchable from 25 milliwatts to 200 milliwatts.
They're also both using the RunCam Nano 3.
Both are carrying the CrazyBee F4FR firmware on them. And they both feature this little zip tie sort of way of holding on the camera, which is actually pretty cool. I went ahead and designed my own in Tinkercad. As you know, I've been 3D printing some things lately, so I'll leave a link down to where you can get some different colors of this little zip tie down below. Both of mine came with this kind of little carrying case with some goodies inside. I'll show you what it has. Both of them came with an extra frame, which was really nice. I already broke the frame on the Moblite7. It's been very cold outside, and obviously they are very fragile. There's not a lot of weight to them, so you can get away with bumping them around and stuff like that. But just be aware that these frames are very light. This is the Moblite6 frame, the extra one that they gave me. These broke off already in the cold. One thing that I haven't seen in some of the videos that are already posted online is that the Moblite7 frame glows in the dark. I'm not sure if anyone else recognized that or not, but when the lights go off, these ones glow. Obviously, another major difference between the two, the Mob7 has a 2-blade prop, and the Mob6 has a 3-blade prop. Now, the differences between them, obviously, the Mob7 stands for 75mm frame, and the Mob6 stands for 65mm frame. They are both 1S Tinywhoops. The Mob6 comes with these little 300 milliamp hour 1S batteries, and the Moblite comes with these 650 milliamp hour 1S batteries. What I'm most impressed about with these drones is the flight time. I've been getting anywhere from 5 minutes to 7-8 minutes between the two on a single battery. Just flying around my house, flying around my front and backyard. It's actually really cool that something this small and with a tiny little battery that it has can last that long in the air. Obviously, wind is going to be a factor in that. Temperature outside is going to be a factor. So just be aware when you're flying these that your times may vary.
So some of you might ask which one I like better or which one they should buy. And it really depends. The Moblite6 I would say is better for indoors, although I think it is personally quicker. It's definitely more maneuverable just because of the size, and I don't know, it definitely handled a little bit snappier, I guess you could say. And obviously you can play with the rates in Betaflight, but this is bone stock. I think I upped my rates a little bit, but as you can see, I can fly it around the house, no issues in acro mode, and kind of just put it wherever I want. And as a few other reviewers have said, the Moblite I would recommend more for outdoor flying. Had the VTX pushed up to 200 milliwatts. I was actually sitting inside my house in the kitchen, and I was able to fly it all the way around my house. Yeah, this thing was a blast outside. Even in about a 10-mile-an-hour wind, I was able to control this thing fairly well. Again, the Mob7 has the 650 1S batteries. That's probably why the flight times are a little bit longer, but as you can see, I'm able to kind of power loop it, flip it, put it wherever I want, and not really have any issues. And here's another flight from the beginning of the video. This is at my local tire shop. I actually just brought the Jeep to get some new tires, so I figured why not bring the new Moblite6. The people there were super friendly. They let me fly this around in the side room, and then I kind of took over a little bit. But as you can see, I had the VTX bumped all the way up to 200 milliwatts and no issues with breakup whatsoever, even with tires and tons of metal around. Yeah, this thing performed flawlessly. I brought a bunch of little batteries with me and lasted me the whole time, so about an hour or so. A couple breaks in between, but yeah, this thing was a blast just to fly around and hit some obstacles like this.
So what do you guys think? Is drone technology, the FPV world, something that you guys want to learn about? If so, leave a comment down below, like this video, dislike this video if it's not really what you're into. But I'm very new to the hobby, about 2 months now flying and learning what everything does, what everything means. It's very similar to the RC car world. So bear with me here if I'm confusing things and whatnot. But I will link down below some of the recommended beginner drones that I've been flying, including the Emax Tiny Hawk, the Tiny Hawk 2, the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, and then some more cinematography type drones like the Green Hornet, which is a Tinywhoop, and getting myself up into the 5-inch quad range to do some real fast flying, freestyle flying, and stuff like that. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.